I really don't know why they make the pronunciation of these cases so difficult. But ChatGPT is going to help me out. How do you pronounce the name of this case for the iPhone 15 Plus? See what she says here. Oh, I didn't turn up the volume.
Yin, similar to
Hold
yin,
up,
and
hold
the
up, hold
name
up.
the name Yinlai can be pronounced as Yinli, with yin similar to pin and lai rhyming with lie. Since it may be a brand name, variations in pronunciation might exist depending on the brand's origin or preference.
Okay, so it's pronounced Yin Li or Yin Lai. All right, so either way that goes, let me play it one more time.
The name Yinlai can be pronounced as Yinli, with yin similar to pin and lai rhyming with lie. Since it may be a brand name, variations in pronunciation might exist depending on the brand's origin or preference.
Okay, so welcome back everyone to my full review of the Yin Li or Yin Lai MagSafe case for the iPhone 15 Plus. All right, and this was a case that I picked up first thing when I picked up my iPhone 15 Plus. And y'all know me, I'm a big proprietor of wirelessness, so I had to make sure that very first case was MagSafe compatible, all right, to go with all of my other MagSafe accessories. But I've been using this case for a good amount of time, and I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on it, and I do have other cases coming in, so we got to go ahead and knock this review out first. Okay, so this is my full review of the Yin Li or Yin Lai MagSafe case for the iPhone 15 Plus. So hopefully by the end of this video, you guys and gals know if this case is worth picking up for your iPhone 15 Plus. All right, let's dive right in. So, starting off here, the first thing that I want to talk about with everyone is the overall build quality and design of the case itself. Okay. And I got to tell y'all, in terms of the overall build quality and design of the case itself, this case is primarily built out of TPU, texturized, and frosted plastics. As you can see, the whole back is kind of frosted. Then you have your MagSafe magnets on the back, and then you got matte material around the sides, but you have glossy buttons as well. All right, but that's what we're working with here in terms of the build quality and build materials of the Yinli or Yinlai case for the iPhone 15 Plus. Okay, and y'all can see it right there. Okay, really good overall build quality and design, in my opinion. I especially like the matte materials around the sides. I do wish the buttons were matte, but where I'm interacting with the case the most is matte, so I'm okay with that. And even though the back of the case is frosted and it does pick up fingerprints, using it regularly, you really can't notice those fingerprints. You only really notice it when I tilt the case in direct light. Like you can notice it right there. But other than that, the overall build quality and design of this case for the iPhone 15 Plus, in my opinion, is top notch. Top notch indeed. Okay? Now, moving on, let's talk about the overall fit and feel of this case on my device. Okay? Now, in terms of the overall fit, it pretty much fits perfectly. So you can see it drops right in, snaps right into place, and I got all the precision cutouts for my speakers and my microphones, as well as my USB Type-C charging port. I do have a fully protected power button with nice ridged matte rails going around the entirety of the device. And then I got fully protected volume rockers with a nice precision cutout for my mute slider as well. Yep. So in terms of the overall fit, I feel as though the fit for the iPhone 15 Plus is top notch. And then flipping it to the back, we do have a nice precision cutout for our camera lenses. All right. So the fit is top notch. And then talking about the feel in hand, I do feel as though the feel in hand is top notch as well, especially with those matte grippy rails. You can see if I'm just shaking it with a loose grip, it's not really going anywhere. And it actually feels really good in my hands as well. So the overall feel in hand and the fit, like I said, is top notch. Top notch indeed. Okay? Moving on now, let's talk about the overall protection that this case provides. And as y'all can pretty much guess, the overall protection of this case is top notch. So you have a really nice raised lip around the display of your device. Okay. You also have a nice precision cutout with a really nice raised lip for your camera lenses. So your cameras are fully protected if you drop it. Okay. And your display is fully protected if you drop it as well. Okay. With that nice raised lip. But also, what's really cool here is this case is extremely screen protector friendly as well. And y'all can see I do have my screen protector on it and it works perfectly. Okay. So no issues with in regards to screen protector compatibility. Everything is going to work with this case, no problems. Okay. No problems whatsoever. Okay. So the overall protection that this case provides is top notch in my opinion. All right. Now, let's move on. So, real quickly now, I just want to briefly summarize the positives and the negatives of this case. Then I'm going to talk about the current pricing and availability of this case, and then share my final thoughts and make an overall recommendation as to whether or not I think this case is worth picking up. So, if you watch no other part of this full review, as long as you watch these next two categories, you should get a really good overall general idea as to how I feel about this case right here. Okay? And as I always do, I'll have a full list of my positives and my negatives for this case thrown up in post. And as I always say, I am not perfect and I never claim to be. So if you guys and gals decide to pick this case up for yourselves and you experience a positive or a negative that I did not mention, please leave that feedback down below in the comments. Only through providing our feedback can we get overall improvements on the products that we spend our hard earned money on. Okay? Disclaimer done. Let's dive right into it. So, starting off here with the positives, the overall build quality and design, in my opinion, is top notch. Okay, top notch indeed. And I really like the way this overall case looks as well. The overall fit and feel of this case on my device is top notch as well. It actually feels super solid in the hands and it gives me a nice grip to an otherwise almost slippery device. Okay, so the fit and feel is top notch, the build quality and design is top notch as well, and then the overall protection that this case provides is top notch as well because you got full protection for the back of your device, the sides of your device, and the display on your device, as well as a nice raised cutout for your camera lenses. Okay? So you get maximum protection with this case for your device, and you get the added benefit of this case being extremely screen protector friendly. So if you want to pair up this case with a screen protector, you should be good to go in terms of maximum protection for your device. And like I said, the protection that this case offers is top notch in my overall opinion. So that's another positive right there as well. And then the last positive of this case would have to be the price. This particular case is actually available for what I would consider to be a really good price. Okay? The price is something that we're going to talk about in a little bit here. But that goes over all of the positives that I experienced in my time with this case. Now, let's talk about the negatives. Oh, and then there's also the number one reason why I picked up this case, the MagSafe capabilities. So whether I'm using my MagSafe phone mount here at my desk or I'm using my MagSafe mounts in the car, that was another big positive as to why I decided to pick up this case right here. Y'all already know I pretty much MagSafed out everything that I use on a daily basis. Okay? I really don't like to fight with cables, so the more wireless I can make anything, the easier my life becomes. So that was another positive of this case, and that was probably one of the main reasons why I picked up this case, aside from having the full protection. But that officially goes over all the positives for this case. Now let's move on and talk about the negatives. And honestly, there's only one negative with this case, maybe two. Okay. And the first one being it picks up fingerprints like nobody's business. I'm constantly wiping it down, trying to get rid of the fingerprints. And although I do a pretty good job after wiping it down or using a disinfectant wipe after like 5 minutes of cleaning, within a matter of seconds after picking it up, it's right back to being a fingerprinty mess again. Okay? And not just that, but I constantly have to take the case off and clean my device because there's constantly lint and things of that nature getting in between the crevices of the case. So that's another negative as well. But that's just basically regular case maintenance. But it's still a negative that I don't like. So I had to point it out. But honestly, that goes over all the negatives that I experienced with this case. So the fingerprints and the lint. But that's just regular case maintenance. So I don't know if you can really call that a negative, but the fingerprints, oh, this thing is a fingerprinty mess. But that goes over all the negatives I've experienced. Now let's get into the final part of this video. Let's talk pricing. Let's talk overall availability. Let me get into sharing my final thoughts and make an overall recommendation. So, as I said from my previous video, I actually picked this up with the combination of New C tempered glass screen protectors for the iPhone 15 Plus, and I paid a grand total of just over $19 for both of these. I think the total after taxes came up to $19.28. I'll have a screenshot of my digital receipt thrown up in post so y'all know exactly what I paid for this. But with that being said, talking about this case and its pricing by itself, this case is currently selling for $12.99. Okay, so you can basically call it $13 before taxes if you want to make it easy. Okay, and this case is actually available in a variety of different colors for the same price. So the price doesn't really change depending on the color of the case that you decide to go with. And as of the recording of this video, they actually have a what's that 6% off coupon as of the recording of this video, which is January 11th. So I'm gonna see if I can get this video out as fast as possible. But this particular case for $12.99 or $13 does come in 9 different colors. Okay, and the color that you guys and gals are seeing in today's video is the black and gray colorway. So it's black trim with a gray cutout. Okay, but they also have a black on black. Okay, and then they have a black and blue. Okay, then they also have a what is this one? Oh yeah, that's that black and gray. That's what y'all see right here. And then they have a black and green, which is like a dark military green. Then they have a black and pink. Yeah, hot pink is what they're calling it. Then they have a black and orange. Honestly, that black and orange looks kind of tight. Kind of reminds me of the New York City, New York Knicks orange. I might have to get that. And then they have a black and regular pink, so not hot pink, but regular pink. And then they have a black and purple, and then they have finally a black and red. I'll throw up some B-roll of the pricing and the different colors so y'all can see what the different colors look like. But this is what the black and gray looks like. Okay? Or if this is not the black and gray, this is the black on black colorway. But I'll have the B-roll thrown up in post, so y'all can see the current pricing and the different colors for this case. But with that being said, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up this case for your iPhone 15 Plus? Well, I'm gonna have to say yes, yes indeed. And is it available for other devices? Let's see. Okay. So iPhone 15 Plus. Okay, yeah, no, that's the only one that it's available for. So that's the only one that they're marketing it as being available for. So can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick this up for your iPhone 15 Plus? If you're in the market for a fully protective, screen protector friendly, MagSafe case, then I'm gonna have to say yes, yes indeed. Okay? I hope you guys and gals enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys and gals found it helpful. If you did, you guys and gals know what to do. And I will see you guys and gals in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot. Today's video was recorded using the primary camera on the S21 Plus in 1080p at 30 FPS. And I am using my professional studio lights here today. And I'm also using the Bluetooth audio from the Audio Technica M20 XBT truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. So please let me know how you guys and gals feel about the overall audio quality, the overall lighting, and the overall video quality down below in the comments. As always, all of your feedback is greatly appreciated. Just remember to keep it respectful, please. And also, if this video piques your interest, all the links as to where y'all can pick up this case or screen protector combo or this device for yourself will be linked up down below in the video description, along with all of the affiliate buy links and all of my other extended coverage. So down below in the video description will truly be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. And those affiliate buy links make this a win-win for everyone because as the name implies, if you guys and gals decide to make your purchase using those affiliate buy links, I do get a small percentage of commission that I do put back into the channel, and that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. That's why I consider those affiliate buy links a win-win for everyone, in my opinion. All right, so I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I hope everyone found it helpful. I hope everyone is having a great day. Hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there, and I will catch everyone in my next video. Have a good one, everybody. We're out of here. Peace. And I think I got a few more accessories for the iPhone 15 Plus out for delivery right now. So you guys and gals will see more videos coming soon. Have a good one. Catch you guys and gals on the next one. Peace.